pops the salve, ends up surviving. No Tail with the stroke of fate, slowing down General, who, having a lot better time against this.
Bot lane as well, Saxa.
On the run, VTune just needs a couple more shots. He's gonna play Ring Around the Rosie. Sunstrike missing, Always Wanna Fly. Ion Shell's not gonna be enough damage. Magic Missile thrown by Always Wanna Fly over to...
With this cleave farm's a lot quicker.
Towards top, No Tail. Within the cogs, Ink Swell, but the Battery Assault, Cold Embrace not gonna be enough. They get the kill up towards top, and FLYTOMOON. This game is going so much better right now.
They're trying to contest the stack here and take it for themselves. And if they take the XP away from the Stark Shore or any of the farm, this is so good. He has RP.
Surge, Magic Missile, RPU, 7 trouble. One more shot gets the kill. Mid one thinking about coming over, but he needs to go and get this Ancient stack. The problem is, are they going to allow him to have it?
Topson takes the DD here as well. This is a lot of damage coming through from him.
This could be big if they could get these kills. Tornado on the skewer. So now with the Cold Snap, Iceberg in trouble. He'll end up dead. Down goes Always Wanna Fly. And one of the things we talked about was the extended duration on God Strength. So now not only does that fight happen, but it gives him full opportunity to come and take these Ancients with the God Strength. VTune wants to maybe take this away.
Just
get a kill on a No Tail. Good surge. Mid one, that was a little bit greedy. Goes back and forth. Hookshot hits. Cogs are there, but he doesn't have the mana for the Battery Assault. So the two-man Hammer Tornado coming in. Topson's arrive. Vacuum back. General in trouble. He goes down.
No mana on Lifestealer.
They've got the Cold Snap. VTune gone, and a little over-aggressive from FLYTOMOON.
Yeah, I will say though, if they ever get a vacuum into a Sven into a Cataclysm, everybody will die. So
backing Swell. They've got the silence on the Lina. Saxa low, and
he's still alive.
Don't get the kill. Magic Missile comes in on the Saxa. VTune cleans him up. Now the hook shot follows it up on a Seb. Seb would try to surge away, but successful.
Man, Seb's really struggling on
this. Especially if they could start this off with a Tornado, but it will miss on VTune. VTune goes behind the tier 1 tower. They'll take the tower and look to fight. Throw a Wave of Terror out. Now Silence thrown.
Oh my god.
Over, and look how fast mid one is. They got the stun. Hookshot comes through, but there's the Sunstrike. Soulmine keeps them close. So mid one with the Shockwave. There's the RP. Good away. Follows it up. The Deafening Blast not going to save mid one. They've got the Winter's Curse with the swap. Keeps Lina alive for a second longer. Finally, Aloha Dance falls. And now they've got the Wave of Terror that hits on a No Tail. Ice Wall down. That'll slow them up. Seb and the rest of the team starting to back off as they've lost mid one, but they've gotten a kill on just the Lina. Okay. They have Ink Swell, they have Phantom's Embrace. If they can get the silence out, maybe they'll just go for the kill here on Always Wanna Fly. Cold Snap used, damage in, Always Wanna Fly. One more shot till he dies, but they've got the Disarm. Infest does get popped, Deafening Blast comes in, but there's the Rage to avoid it. And that Infest gets Always Wanna Fly back to full health, but it's not gonna matter. They've got the Vacuum back into the wall. Now they finally have the wall skilled up on Seb, so the turnaround go for his VTune. The stun misses. They're gonna continue to try and chase mid one. He's got a Stormhammer in 7 seconds.
Oh my
surge. He runs right up on a VTune who pops the Rage. The hookshot comes into the backlines, and that hits on a No Tail. Shockwave pulling No Tail. Meteor Hammer comes in. They'll get the kill on a Seb as well as No Tail. They take out two. They look over at Topson, who's on the run without mana. Ghost walks and tries to escape. Mid one, meanwhile, gets the kill. Oh, Iceberg, no!
Oh, dear.
The Blink RP is a complete swing and a miss.
They got Saxa, though.
Still gonna die as General right on him with the Battery Assault. They're still chasing mid one, but the Tornado hits on two. Mid one pulled back thanks to the Shockwave coming in from Iceberg. Meteor Hammer drops down, doesn't land behind the tier 2. And the chase doesn't secure them, the Sven or the Invoker. But they're going to turn and maybe, just maybe, look to fight this. They're going to have Ink Swell as well as the Surge once again. So there it is with the Ion Shell. They'll find Always Wanna Fly. Magic Missile comes in, but it stuns up the Life Stealer. Now they've got the Soulmine. The Sunstrike hits on Always Wanna Fly. The Stormhammer follows it up. They're going to lose one, maybe even two. V2
huge kill
to mid one, and that is a massive kill here for OG.
I was about to make a point about how we talked about, you know, when they banned Jug in the second phase, right? And we talked about how good the spin is at avoiding all this magic damage. They have no save really potential apart from the Venge on FLYTOMOON.
Dire's structures
Mid one. Surge, stun, Topson here with the EMP. Stun hits on a mid one, and they get the save. Swap comes through, Topson in trouble, surrounded by Cogs, Meteor Hammer coming in, but there's the Ink as well as the wall down right on a General. General stun up once again, the Soulbind
Oh
hits
my
on
god,
the
the
bench, as well as
damage.
the Clockwork. They've got the Stun coming in from mid one, and now they'll take out General as well as Always Wanna Fly. They lose nothing for this. Cutting into the net worth lead, mid one Surge still looking, still searching. 479 movement speed, but now he's on the high ground.
The Sunstrike
That's
as well.
horrible. Like buyback on the Venge as well as the Clockwork. They get the kill on a low hot dance with the Sunstrike, but now the Stormhammer gets thrown by mid one. He's under the tier 3 tower, the tier 2 still standing. He needs
Blink
to
up
get out of
into.
this. The rest of the team is behind him and ready to move back in, but the hook shot comes out from General. They've got themselves the Meteor Hammer as well as the Cogs once again, but mid one, he gets 4-step out. They've got the Silence RP used. Mid one still now back onto the high ground, under the tier 3 once more. He's trying to survive. Can he still get out? No, he can't. Finally, they take out the Sven, but look at where this net worth is at. It's a 2K lead for FLYTOMOON.
Oh, the DD on the live stealer. Good stuff.
Over into Roche. They have Curse available. Tornado hits onto 2. Rage is used. They're looking for the Aegis. Wave of Terror. Wall is down. They get themselves the Aegis into the hands of each, but
There's
they've
the
got
curse.
themselves the Winter's Curse. That's right on the lifestealer. Now they've got the Cataclysm coming through, but there it is. Skewer on a 2. They've got the damage on a no-tail, but is it going to be enough? It's actually a Skewer on a 3. Stormhammer hits onto the Venge. They already got the first fight out of the hands of V2. They get the kill on the General as well as Always Wanna Fly. Right clicks coming through from Always Wanna Dance, or Aloha Dance, not Always Wanna Dance. That's a mixture of 2 players. They look over as they've got the Cold Embrace on the Topson. Now with the Ink Swell from mid one, they've got the Stun on a V2. They're going to stun him up once again with the Ink Swell popping. Now can they get the damage to get the kill for the second time? Yes, they can. Iceberg trying to run. Starts the skewer, ends up dead. Triple kill for mid one, looking for a full team wipe for the side of OG. Stroke of Fate hits. Mid one is here. Ultra kill for the Sven, and they win this fight. So much so that the game is even.
They finally get that big team fight they were looking for, and that's the first big curse I think we've seen this game, right? Yeah, I think he got
It's been
shot
bothering me for the last couple of minutes. Hook shot hits on the Seb, the Phantom Embrace right on, but there's the Laguna Blade. The curse comes in. It's not going to lock up anybody except for the Clockwork. They've got the Skewer on the Soxa. Golden Embrace survives a little bit longer, but the Magic Missile will follow it up, so they've got the lockdown to take out this Winter Wyvern and get themselves a second.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid tier 2, they're going to try and TP back for this here with a mag, RP.
RP, it's onto the Invoker. They've got the Skewer. Should be able to kill off Topson and will. So that is 3 kills there for the side of FLYTOMOON.
Like, really well played. Like, this would be so good for them if they could now like get a huge amount from this.
Soulbind,
Oh,
BKB,
General.
mid one. Can you get anything out of this? He gets at least 1. Needs the stun. It's up in 2. And
They're coming over though.
gives up. Yeah. Hook shot
Great
hits.
hook shot.
Mid one doesn't have a BKB. He does have a
Oh god,
TP.
General.
He can get away, but there's the damage with the God Strength. No tail showing up. Now the TP out, but Always Wanna Fly is there with the swap. So that actually gets him away from V2. The Magic Missile follows it up.
He's gonna go in
Don't
here.
get the kill just yet, and yeah, you look at how fast
Oh,
he
that's
is with the Surge.
Oh, that
Not
looks
only
so
does he get the kill, he gets the goal.
That looks so good for FLYTOMOON because they're smoked because they don't have vision. So this is a little bit scary for them, both teams. Saxa holding the high ground here.
Hook shot comes in on a Seb. Seb now within the cogs, but they've got the Phantom's Embrace. And I believe that time, yes, that was the 4-step coming in from Soxa. They look over to get this kill into the Clockwork, but push away his mid one. They've got the Cold Snap, God Strength pop on the back line.
Right,
So
shooter
they
in the
got
back.
the Infest. They got the wall down. Winter's Curse comes out on both
Cataclysm.
of them. So now the Cataclysm's going to follow this up. It's going to be a lot of damage
Missed.
done on the General, but I don't know if that's going to be more than enough to get the fight going their way. They've got the RP, the BKB's been popped by Iceberg. They look over at mid one, who's saved by the Cold Embrace. Soxa doing a good job from a distance, but they look over back at Iceberg, who's going to try and score away, but he gets hit by the Stormhammer. Now, Surge running away, trying to find the proper engagement here as mid one. He goes around the trees.
Great LSA.
Line's looking over at Elena, but the LSA hits on a mid one as well as Seb. The Laguna Blade's thrown out. Mid one getting low. He might even die here, but the Cold Embrace saves it once again. Oh my lord! Aloha Dance and Iceberg full. Now they're looking towards the rest. V2 without mana. General trying to throw down a Meteor Hammer.
Look at this fight,
That's save. Always Wanna Fly. Vacuum in on a 2. V2 trying to fight mid one. The Magic Missile hits. Can they get the kill finally on a mid one? Yes, they can. Always Wanna Fly. He ends up falling. V2 can he fight this? He goes after Seb with the open one.
Oh
to get the
my
kill on
god.
onto his Darkseer. Oh my. He invests into an illusion. General's right here. He's got hookshot.
He's
Maybe
full
they
HP
return this,
again.
but it's going to be really difficult for them to do so. He'll pop the cogs, get some distance. Topson continue to move forward, but V2's out of mana and really not a lot of options here for him. No tails back into the fight, and it's a 3v2. Sometimes we see this, though, where they go after Roche. They leave the pit at about half health, and They lose the fight and lose the Roshan. It turns into an advantage for the other side. Let's see if they can just secure the Rosh. Tornado comes in. It only hits on the general. But they've got the scan out. They're going to spot that they are coming over. There is the God Strength pop. 4-step over. With the wall down, they look over at Always Want to Fly. They'll get the kill onto the Venge. V2 now needs to start backing off. And there it is. Rosh is left at about third health. Aloha Dance in some trouble with hit with the Phantom's Embrace as well as the Stormhammer. Midhorn's got himself a kill here. Buyback coming in from the Lina. And now maybe OG look for their moment inside the pit. OG, you're still sitting here right by
this max still though on the high ground.
Back. And look at the damage on Aloha Dance. He didn't even lose the buyback just yet. Yeah, he just fought back. He ends up dead. V2 now in some trouble. They've got the cogs around the Sven, but Phantom's Embrace is on a General. General getting run down here by the illusion of the Life Stealer. They'll take out the Clockwork. None of them
still have the curse.
V2 on the run. Vacuum, Rage, used, going after Topson. Cold Embrace saves him. Look at where Saksa is, keeping himself very safe and keeping his team safe with the Cold Embrace. The BKB's been popped by Iceberg, who does have that RP. Excuse me.
I love how Saksa just didn't throw out his curse randomly there. Like, he's holding it ready for the RP to come through because he knows he's going to get the 25 talent soon as well, so he gets the damage from that. Which, I mean, Ashimi goes for the God Strength talent. No, he goes for the Storm's Hammer.
Stormhammer hits onto the Life Stealer. Disarms him with the Heaven's Halberd. And
he has Aegis on Sven.
In trouble.
Save again.
Missile locks him down. Set with the wall down. There's the Winter's Curse. It actually keeps the Life Stealer stationary, but they've got the Soulbind with the Cataclysm flying in. Down goes V2. Down goes
buyback.
On a fly. 90 seconds. No buyback on the Life Stealer. Gets caught without it. And that might just be it.
He still has Aegis on the Sven as well. He can even swap the cheese in if he really wants to.
Tier 3 goes down. Look at how quickly mid one is just destroying these buildings. They just want to get the kill, take out the Aegis. Inkswell thinking about going.
Look at the damage with the Alacrity as well, though, right?
Shot. All right, Sox is gone. They take out the Winter Wyvern. They've got themselves at least one. He's got buyback. They start to back off from the high ground.
He's outrunning the tower projectile. Be prepared for this now on FLYTOMOON. Like, they have to get back. Otherwise, they're going to start losing their buildings really quickly with this DD. It's not even God Strength as well.
He just still up for, I believe, another 52 seconds. Tornado comes through, but it's not going to land on anybody. They're going to continue to put the Heaven's Halberd out onto the Sven to make sure that this tower gets taken out slower. But there is the Blink forward, or well, not the Blink forward, it's the Stormhammer forward. And now Cataclysm coming down. Everybody's stationary on the side of FLYTOMOON, but it doesn't really do that much damage. They get the kill on Always Want to Fly. They look over at mid one. They get themselves
Aegis gone.
So Aegis is gone. Potential here for FLYTOMOON. They're without the Venge. The vacuum hits on the V-Tune as well as General. General now looking for a potential hook shot. He's hit basically every single one of them. They got the bash. V-Tune. How long until he's got the Abyssal back? 14 seconds. Stormhammer comes in as well as the Inkswell. They look with the Rage. LSA comes in, hits on a mid one. He's
they have RP
as
still.
well as the Cold Embrace. Saksa keeps him safe. Oh no! V-Tune in front of General. Now the Stormhammer comes in. LSA though hits on a mid one. Can they get the damage out? Phantom's Embrace for the RP. Iceberg holds it just barely. That could have been very problematic, but the Stormhammer
V-Tune's in trouble.
Comes out from mid one once again. V-Tune in a lot of trouble trying to keep himself alive. Now Ice Wall down, but infests in Aloha Dance. He'll survive. The bottom set of racks, however, will not. And now FLYTOMOON running low on chances.
They have no way.
They'll give an opportunity. General blink forward, misses the hook shot. That seems like the first one he's missed in a while, but they've got the Phantom's Embrace coming through onto the Clockwork. Mid one looking. Surged up is an illusion of the Invoker, but now Stormhammer onto the Magnus. They've got Iceberg in a bad spot, but they've got the swap coming in on the Sven, so they'll keep Magnus alive. He pops his BKB. The LSA hits on a no-tail. He's taking a lot of damage. He pops the Essence Ring. They look over as the Invoker starts to leave. Back on the other side of this fight, though, they've got mid one getting the kill and Always Want to Fly. They'll pop the Infest. The Inkswell comes out. They've locked down Aloha Dance. They'll get the kill into two. Now they've got themselves the Abyss Blade under the Winter Wyvern. Can they get the kill into the Winter Wyvern before he's able to get the curse off? Yes, he can, but he buys back. So now he's got to get back into the fight.
They found Iceberg.
For the Lina as well as the Venge. V-Tune looking to just retreat for a second because he wants to get that Abyss Blade back up and really just disengage from this fight. But they've got the silence, and then can they get the kill on Iceberg? Yes, they can.
Oh
he's
my!
Got buyback. He still has RP. Stormhammer back in. Always Want to Fly. He goes down to mid one. He just fought back. So he's dead for 73 seconds. They look over the top.
Yes, cheese up still.
As well as the set of racks. They'll buy back on Iceberg. Stormhammer comes in on a General. Four staff all the way around. Mid one going. Ring around the Rosie around the side of the Radiant base. They've got the Laguna Blade. They get the kill onto this Sven. He's dead for 97 seconds. Now Sox is in trouble. He just bought back. Soulbind comes in. No tail. I don't think it's going to be enough with the Soulbind as they get the Abyssal Blade out onto Topson. They kill off the Invoker, and all of a sudden, things look decent.
For funny to watch, this Spider Leg Sven with the Surge.
By the way, he did take the rage duration. Smoke.
Right, okay, yeah.
Spider legs, looking, searching, trying to find something. There's the Infest getting popped with a hook shot. They've got themselves the Abyss.
Oh, he misses!
Saksa is in so much trouble. Cold Embrace is used. Saksa will survive. He can't even get the kill. Winter's Curse locks him up. They get the kill in the lead. He's dead for 105 seconds. They've also lost No Tail. The Cataclysm flies up and hits down this Life Stealer to about half health. They've got the swap out of the Sven. They're trying to control him. They look over at Seb for just a moment. Seb, how's he got on that hack?
He's
got
still
10 seconds left. He's put down the wall. They look over at mid one. He's taking a lot of damage. The Cold Embrace from Saksa once again. So because they weren't able to kill off the Winter Wyvern, he's able to keep his heroes alive. But they look over at mid one. He can't get the cheese off. They end up getting the kill on the Sven. He buys back. Abyssal Blade on a Topson. Topson controlled, bashed up, in some trouble, ends up running. And they, without the rage, they don't want to continue moving forward. They've got Seb in just a second with the Hex. Hex now, Tornado coming through. Life Stealer in some
Sven's
trouble.
coming in.
Down, but he's got rage in just a second. He needs to use it. Infest instead, starting to get his health back only a little bit. Now they've got the silence coming in from the web.
It's just the Aegis.
Sven's here. They don't have anything to really give this Life Stealer at the moment. So they really need to just try and back off, but he's got the Spider Legs, continue to move forward, looking over at this Life Stealer of V-Tune. V-Tune backs away, they've got themselves the Hex onto Iceberg. General blinks forward, gets the cogs
No,
out.
back on Iceberg.
Vacuum comes in, they've got the killing streak from Seb, they get the kill on Iceberg, he's dead for 2 minutes. Now, what can he do? V-Tune tries to fight mid when they've got the Cold Embrace. Saksa has not died in this engagement, and he is saving the game. They look over at Seb, they've got themselves a Storm Hammer coming out of the Life Stealer on a little bit of Jones with that Bloodthorn. Hook shot from General is gonna be enough. Yes, it will be. They get the kill, he's dead for 2 minutes. They take out the Sven, they look for more, they're trying to chase on the Invoker. Topson trying to run. He's got some help from Seb as well as this Saksa Winter Wyvern, but the Hex comes out once again onto the Life Stealer. General, he's low on mana, low on health. He gets hit by the Tornado. Topson looking to finish him off with the Chaos Meteor, but there's the Abyssal coming in. Now they've got the Cold Embrace once again. Saksa continue to save these heroes, but it's not going to be enough as they lost the Sven, and now Topson with No Tail at his side. They all back off. Iceberg up in 85 seconds. 7
from behind.
Comes out from OG. Topson within the pit. I think he finally found the cheese, and he's given 2 cheeses to Sven. Maybe he'll use one.
They're just stacking up now.
Surge, Inkswell looking, finds Iceberg. Soulbind comes in, he'll pop the BKB, he's trying to run. And he blinks back, but the Soulbind now hits onto the bench. So that's going to allow the Tornado to come down as well as the wall. They've got the Cataclysm flying up. They always want to fly, in some trouble, ends up dead, has buyback. They've got the Hex out on
Magnus
Iceberg.
in trouble.
Becomes problematic. They get the Silence, now they pop the BKB. They got the RP! Is it going to be enough though? It doesn't look like it.
V-Tune, where's
V-Tune? With the LSA, V-Tune nowhere near this fight for the moment, and now they've got the hook shot as well as the Infest getting popped out. They get a 2-shot out on the Saksa. They get the kill on the Winter Wyvern to his buyback. He's dead for 90 seconds. He'll not use it just yet. They'll buyback on No Tail. They look over at Seb as well as Topson on the high ground doing a lot of damage. They'll use this Storm Hammer to move over and get themselves another on Always Wanna Fly. Aloha dances back into the game as he buys back. But it's a 5-on-3. Five on 3. Iceberg, dead for 70. Actually short gold on buyback. Cold Snap General in some trouble. EMP coming down, doesn't land.
They have to commit here, otherwise this tower, they're just going to lose their racks, right? And then it goes down to Megas. They just have to go for this, even if it's 3 versus 5.
Blink, hook shot, backline, Saksa, Infest gone. He's gone for 2 minutes. Doesn't have buyback. The Abyssal is used onto this No-Tailed Grimstroke. They get themselves the supports out of
They got that Sven!
Oh, they'll go to Blade! He gets away. The Cataclysm is going to come down from Topson. Now they look over at V-Tune, who's very low. Silence up, killed off. Gets the Defy Rapier knocked out of his inventory and onto the ground. It's not
okay, what?
The creeps come in and take out the Ancient. OG take the series 2-0. It was all a ruse as the creeps come in and take the base.
I was about to cry again because Sven almost died without using cheese. But he got it off this time, guys. He did it.